Yeah, that's good. It's got a vibe to it. The gong definitely works here. For some reason that sounds immense. Like the wall maybe is reflecting the low end or something. Greetings, I'm Rob Chappers, aka Rob Chapman, aka the Monkey Lord, aka me, sat in the corner of my room in what I like to now call the Chappers Cave, or the Q&A Cave, that's a better name for this, the Q&A Cave, where I can sneak away in the privacy of everyone watching me and make a video answering your questions, the questions that you asked me on Facebook. So what I've done is taken screenshots of all the questions that you asked me, put them into a folder, and then I have ordered them by size, so it kind of randomizes them because of course some of them are bigger than others, and I just basically picked several hundred interesting questions, some of them completely insane, some of them really quite interesting. And we'll start with question number 1, which you'll see here. King! So question 1 says, it's Ryan Lawley from RNA Music in Texas. I swear this is random, that's really funny. Hi buddy, how you doing? So, favourite place you have travelled to, and where would you like to go that you haven't travelled yet? My favourite place that I've travelled to so far is honestly probably Malta, because it's action-packed, full of ancient human history, some of the oldest freestanding human settlements on Earth. The food is a mixture of kind of like Italian food and Arabic food, so you get pasta but then you bake it in a pile of spices, and it's blisteringly warm, the people are very friendly. It's just a great place. Where I want to go next is Hong Kong. I've always wanted to go to Hong Kong, and I'm planning to visit there at some point next year. Cannot wait to go to Hong Kong. Thank you, Ryan Lawley from RNA Music in Texas. Everyone say hi, Ryan. Okay, question 2 from James Darcy. When you look back at when you were starting on YouTube and your music career in general, how would you describe your journey? Did you struggle much, or did you feel confident that you would be successful? Well, James, I would say that looking back on my career, there was never any question of it becoming a career. It was just what I was doing. I didn't kind of go, right, I'm going to make a go of this and become a musician. I was always just doing musical things, and I just became more and more successful as I did. I mean, I started off with regular jobs, taught guitar, and then just did everything I could find to do and was obsessed with it. It was enjoyable. And so I never really sort of sat down and thought, oh no, I hope I make it. It was just I'm doing music and that's the final decision. Did I struggle much? Absolutely. Everyone does. I mean, it's really hard work. It's like anything you get out of it what you put into it. I was working 9 to 5 in a marketing company, marketing frozen food to old people, Meals on Wheels. And then I would come home and teach guitar from 6 until 9 or 10 o'clock at night, every day for about a year, until I built up enough students to go self-employed guitar teacher, and then I was off doing sessions and band work and plectrum dropping. Brent Carroll from Earth. I know that you drink. Apparently he knows that I drink. But I've wondered if you or your band are partial to any drugs, herbal or stronger. I will occasionally have 1 beer, maybe 2, and if I go to Be At One in Brighton, we have several cocktails, and I may or may not become completely drunk. But I don't do any drugs at all. I don't like drugs. I've had some bad experiences with some friends that had drugs in the past and ended up at mental homes, and yeah, it just turned me off the whole subject really, so I'm quite against drugs. I'm not saying that if you smoke weed I have any kind of a problem with you. I just don't like anything else, really. So no, I don't do any drugs, and that's speaking for myself. I can't speak for other people. From Tyr Aheim Blackman. I hope I spelt that name right. If it was wrong, it's pronounced correctly in the spelling. down there. If you had to be half man, half sausage, which would you be and why? I.e. top half Chappers, bottom half sausage. Well, I'm already bottom half sausage, so I guess that's my answer. Question 5 from Steve Karras. I first heard of you through your gear reviews on YouTube. How did you and Lee Anderton get started working together? Well, Steve, the answer is that I was making gear reviews. I'd been making YouTube videos for at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years before I met Lee, and I stumbled upon a shop called World Guitars in Hitchin, Stone Place, I don't know. It's a great guitar shop, built into an old courthouse, beautiful, really high-end gear. And I was making videos for them and causing a bit of a stir on YouTube because the gear was really expensive and it was lots of fun. And the guys there were great to work with. And the honest truth is that Lee phoned me up and headhunted me and said, hey man, saw your videos, I think they're really cool. Would you like to make videos for me? And I said yes. And for a very short time, I was making videos for Lee at Andertons and for World Guitars. And then eventually Lee preferred that I was exclusive to Andertons, and that was the situation there. Who simply says dinosaurs or Star Wars, to which I will have to reply Star Wars, purely because Boba Fett is badass. Number 7, Mr. Matt Davis. What did you do before you were a professional musician, business owner? What were your previous jobs, etc.? Well, Matt, I had almost every job under the sun that you could ever possibly imagine. The first job I had was stacking shelves at a supermarket called Norman's for £1.16 an hour, and I used to practice planking to see how long I could lie there before someone spotted me and tried to tell me to work, or was I okay. I have marketed frozen food, launched Virgin Mobile as a team manager and as a CSA. I have carved cemetery headstones, which was really harsh, not just because of what I was writing on the headstones, but because my beard hair and my long hair at the time matted with stone dust. I have managed optical laboratories, made spectacles in an hour in places like Putney and Colindale and London. I have worked as a benefits assessor for the council. I have been a martial arts instructor. I've been a guitar teacher. I've done almost every sector you could ever conceive of. The one thing I didn't do that I really wanted to do was work in a kind of cool cafe, like chilling out and, you know, being a dude. I even tasted food for a living. That was really bad because the food was disgusting. Okay, this is the last question today. I still have hundreds to go, so this will be a regular feature for me. I'm sure you'll all be celebrating that. From Luke Hester. Hi Rob, how did you and Natasha meet? And has she had any effect on you musically? I was on tour with Dorje, and it's a long story, but very basically, Natasha was working at the Travelodge Hotel in Guildford behind the counter as a receptionist, and I checked in to the hotel and checked her out. I was with my dad at the time, actually. It was a bit embarrassing, but it was love at first sight. Anyway, made it my mission to ask her on a date, so I asked her to the last gig of the tour, which was in London, because I knew it would be packed out and would look really cool, and lo and behold, she turned up, and that's the story. Anyway, I'm Rob, you guys take it easy. If you'd like to ask me any more questions, then please send them to me through Facebook, and my Facebook address is Baboom. By the way, I have an Instagram as well, in case you didn't know, which is Chachow. And I also have an online forum, because you have forums online, and a website with a store attached, which is Kikangaba. I've been Rob Chapman, take it easy, Chappers out. Bye.